Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. So I want to break down the trailer for episode 13. This trailer showed us a lot of footage. If you notice, there is actually a tonal change now from where we were currently at to, I guess, going more in the direction of the ending scene of episode 9, where we saw Maggie and Daryl actually meet up there. And yeah, it seems like, at least in terms of this one storyline, we're starting to be able to close in a lot of the gaps here, right? Like with where we left off in episode 12, it kind of feels like the ending events of episode 9 are likely going to happen around episode 14, 15, somewhere around there. And again, this is just a one storyline. There's so much going on like at the Commonwealth, right? Like with Carol and Ezekiel, Eugene and the Stephanie storyline, trying to discover some stuff with the Commonwealth corruption. There's the things going on with like Rosita over there. There's some stuff with Magna and Yumiko. There's like Connie and Kelly. Like there's a lot of stuff that is going on over there. But in terms of the one storyline where Pamela Milton is trying to take over the Hilltop, like that's the one that we see play out here. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing that's kind of exciting about the Commonwealth arc is there's a lot of different aspects to the conflict here, right? I think if you look back during the Savior arc and even the Whisperer arc, it was always one thing that was happening that was really bad, right? Like you go back to the Savior arc, it was just that Negan showed up and that he was trying to take over the community, right? And then eventually it kind of split up into other things throughout the actual arc, but it wasn't anything too crazy because again, like back then, Rick and Negan got all the spotlight. Everyone else didn't really do anything, right? That was a big criticism back then. And then in season 9, you know, building up to the Whisperer arc, it was just like, who are these people? And then, you know, even when we got into the arc, there were some things here and there, but it was all just like, these people are bad. The Commonwealth arc so far has been very different because everybody has been given like one piece of you know, the conflict here, and it's fun to actually see everything play out. We saw Eugene and the Stephanie thing play out in episode 12. You know, there's all the Connie and Kelly stuff here. Everyone is finding out the corruption of the Commonwealth in their own ways, and it's all going to collide together at some point in the next like 2, 3, 4 episodes. And I really can't wait to see that turning point there where it does change into something else. And yeah, I guess I should warn you that this will contain spoilers for episode 12, so I hope you guys are all aware of that. Make sure to be a subscriber as well if you want more Walking Dead content like this. I'm really excited for episode 13. 12 was really great. Honestly, for me personally, 12 was, I think, the best episode so far of the 4. It was so nice to see the Hilltop. It really was. And more than that, I think it was just really nice to see Maggie a part of the Hilltop. Because it's been a while. It's been a really long time since we've seen Maggie at the Hilltop trying to rebuild. And again, we still haven't got the scene yet where Maggie's visiting Glenn's grave. I hope we do get that. It just seems really crazy to me to think that you went there and you're not visiting the grave. Obviously, because they did the time jump, like it's assumed that she would have visited the grave at some point beforehand, but you can visit it more than once, right? So I do hope we get that scene before the ending, and I feel like at some point we will. That could be one of the things at the end, where if they're closing out Maggie's story and she is still the leader of the Hilltop or whatever, that, you know, she's visiting Glenn's grave and talking about Glenn to Herschel and this and that. I could totally see a scene like that coming, so I think we're going to get that. But it was nice to see Maggie at the Hilltop. It was nice to see, you know, the Commonwealth's like true motivations here sort of laid out, and that Pamela Milton doesn't really care so much if Alexandria and the Hilltop don't want to join the Commonwealth. Like, she's sort of like, yeah, you know, if you want to join, we can do this, but if we can't make this deal, I'm not going to force you. And so that's, you know, that's different. She's not really a villain in that sense, right? Like, there's a lot of other things that she does, right? If she's making deals with the CRM, if other people are doing that and she's giving these, you know, there's a lot of other things there that could definitely be big issues with her. But in terms of the whole like typical, well, if you don't want to join me, I'm going to take over this community, she doesn't seem to really care about it. Lance is the one that really cares because Lance wants to be the leader of the Hilltop in Alexandria, as well as Oceanside. Like, he actually wants to own all of this and rise in the ranks. And so he's the one character right now that we all have to watch. And that's where it seems like we're going here. If you look at the episode 13 trailer, it actually looks like Aaron and Gabriel are doing a lot of work here for Lance. And I do actually find that really, really fascinating because he's kind of using everybody. He's just using everybody for whatever he wants. And yeah, you look at the trailer, it looks like he sent Gabriel and Aaron to actually go do some work and I guess talk with these other people here who could be the new frontier. So I'm going to throw that out there. This group could be the new frontier. And I actually do wonder if we're going to see Negan's return in this episode. There's a lot of things in the trailer here that sort of, it teases that the possible reveal there at the end of 13 that Negan does return. And it's because of the outfit that Maggie is wearing. It's because she's actually, like, she went out there. And yeah, anyways, let's get into the trailer here. Let's go shot by shot. So we see Aaron in the church here. Obviously, Gabriel is here, and yeah, this is actually really cool just to have Gabriel, doing his own thing here. Aaron shows up, and things are just getting more peaceful. And then we go to this shot here where we see Gabriel and Aaron looking at this building. Now, this is the building where, I don't even know what to call them. As of now, I'm just calling them the New Frontier Group. And that theory could be wrong, and I'll describe the theory in a second for those who are new to the channel and whatnot. But I just, as of now, I'm going with that name because it just kind of feels like it. I might be disappointed. It might not be the group, but whatever. We go to this one shot here of Gabriel, and yeah, he looks badass. He has his priest outfit on. And then here, he's approaching this building here. And now there's a few things here with this shot. So we see Gabriel arriving. Aaron is there as well. You're looking at this building. There's a cross on the building up there. So I wonder if there is this religious aspect to the whole thing here. I'm not sure what the arc is here. I really have, honestly, I really have no idea. I mean, that could actually be nothing, but I'm curious though. I actually am really curious to see where this is going. But yeah, then we see this new group arrive, and I believe that this woman here could be the leader. It kind of feels like she is the leader. And now this is where the New Frontier thing kind of comes in. Again, she could just be inspired by the character from the Telltale games, but she looks so similar to a character named Ava in the Telltale games, who is a part of the New Frontier, a new group. And so I'm looking at her. This is a new group here. You have very, very similar attire here. And I mean, obviously, I don't think Ava was the leader in the arc, but they could totally change a lot of that up. I mean, this might not be their hideout. This might just be a place they're staying in, one outpost that they have. But this is really interesting to see a character like this here that looks so much like Ava. And so, I heard this theory on Twitter. I can't remember who proposed the theory. Someone tagged me in something on Twitter. So I apologize for not remembering your name. But I do actually find it really, really fascinating if it is the case. Because obviously it wouldn't confirm that Clementine, or no, it would confirm that Clementine is in this universe, but it doesn't confirm that she's going to be appearing on the show. So I hope that even if this is the New Frontier, people don't think immediately, oh shit, Clementine's going to be on the show soon. Because that doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that the New Frontier, they're actually in this world right now. So maybe in a spin-off, we can actually get a Clementine and Lee spin-off. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, this is really interesting. And again, this sort of connects with what I think could potentially be Negan's return. But let's continue on to the next shot here. So we actually have some stuff at the Hilltop. We do see somebody on a horse who is very, very severely wounded, was trying to go to the Hilltop and then just sort of fell. And everyone is looking at, Lydia is trying to talk to him, and they're shocked. They're wondering what the hell happened here. And then we have the shot of Maggie, Lydia, and Elijah here, and they're wondering what happened. And this is where it gets really interesting, because we do see Maggie, and the outfit she's wearing is very similar to the outfit she's wearing when she runs into Negan again. So, the fact that Maggie leaves the Hilltop here, I think we're starting to see where Negan could actually pop up. And I do think it's going to be episode 14 for sure. And the question is Negan with this group, or is he with a different group? I mean, I love this shot here where Maggie and them find Commonwealth troopers dead. I mean, obviously they were intentionally attacked by people, because that's the thing with the Commonwealth troopers. If they die and they look like this, it's not going to be from walkers, because they practically they can't get bit unless they're just overrun by them, like 500 of them. Then obviously they'll just get trampled on or whatever. But this right here is from people. If you look behind them, there's actually a car. So when you do see them leave and driving somewhere, they're actually driving to see where this thing happened or whatnot. But then you see Commonwealth troopers here, and so you got to wonder what's happening here. This clearly seems like it was intentional, right? Because if you're actually looking at them, the Commonwealth troopers here are laying right on the road. The people who did this didn't even think to bring their bodies into the woods or something like that, right? It was almost intentional to leave them on the road here, because they knew that they would come across them. And so I do think this new group that they're running into kind of have it out for the Commonwealth. And Maggie's getting involved. There seems to be different aspects here. So we have Aaron and Gabriel going over there and dealing with them. And then we have Maggie here, who it seems like she's slowly working her way up to that new group there that Aaron and Gabriel are talking to, the New Frontier group. Or this is something a little separate, could tease the group that Negan's with right now, right? That Negan is actually responsible for some of this stuff here. Now we're getting into the drama, right? They set everything up in the first 4 episodes. Everything is now officially done. Now let's actually get into the drama and actually see the stuff starting to happen here. And then we have this shot here of Lance, who again, Lance has just been a really great character this season. Really phenomenal character. I don't know the actor's name, but he's so good. Man, he is so good as his character. And he just kind of seems like the ultimate villain. We have that shot of him just sitting at the desk there. And I'm just like, man, he feels like the Kingpin. Like he's trying to handle all this stuff, trying to keep everything all together here. And I mean, yeah, I'm really fascinated to see where we're going here. I do think this all teases Negan's return. I think that's going to be the reveal at the end of episode 13. I also think there's some other separate stuff that we're actually going to get into here. We could get the new Frontier reveal. I think that could be really good. And yeah, obviously Lance, what he wants right now is for Maggie to join. And so you got to wonder if maybe like Gabriel and Aaron. Well, that's the thing about it all. Like Gabriel and Aaron aren't going to do certain things. So like, yeah, I don't know what Lance's next move is, right? Because like Pamela Milton is kind of uninvolved in the whole thing here. It doesn't seem like she wants to be involved in trying to make Hilltop join, but she's okay with if Lance wants to keep doing it. But yeah, I guess that's the big question, right? What is Lance's next move? So yeah, definitely post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I will be doing another video later on episode 12, so stay tuned for that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.